I think struggles really have to do with where you are in the time of your life. Let's say 10 years ago, it was probably financial. Today, it's all about time. So struggles to me really depend on the season of the life you're in. So sometimes it's a struggle for something that's very esoteric. So your struggles could be very easily religious, could be spiritual, could be financial, could be physical. I mean, it could be, where you have cancer. It could be, so struggles are all relative, right? And it really depends on where you are in your life. Fortunately, today, I don't have the struggles that I've had in the past. So from a struggling standpoint, it really depends on, 2 days ago, I was struggling, trying to make inventory for a product that we just launched. 10 days ago, it was a different kind of a struggle. So I think struggling is day to day, and I think struggling is something that is an individual thing. And what you have to do with struggling, and let's call it problems, if you will, and because I look at things where I can try to break them down. So if I can break something down to a point where it makes sense and I can take on individual tasks within the overall struggle, then I think you're in a much better place. You end up where, okay, let's call it financial. Okay, what do you need to do from a financial standpoint to be better off? Okay, well, look at your expenses for sure. Look at your income for sure, and look at it and say, what can I do to either increase my income or decrease my spending? Those are the primary financial issues you're going to deal with. And you have to do it, if you're married, you have to do it as a team. One person may not be, in the same situation that you're in. So you have to communicate, you have to let everyone know. I know when I had financial difficulties years ago, my company went out of business and my daughter was at Auburn. And you're sitting here going, I'm struggling to help her pay for her college education. And we had to decide what was important to us. And you have to decide what's important when you're struggling. And keeping her at Auburn was a huge thing that we decided to sacrifice for. We gave her money as opposed to using it ourselves. So all of those kinds of things, you have to decide when you're struggling, what is your priority? And you change your priority. You change your priorities based on what's going on and what your needs are. And, if it's a health issue, that's number one on the hit parade. Financial issue and you can't eat, that's a whole different game. So you have to really decide when you're struggling, what is the priorities, and take back some of the extracurricular stuff. If it happens to be golf or it happens to be whatever it is, you just pare your life down. Financial side, you decide this is it. And if you decide you're going to go in your own business, you're going to have those struggles.